Hey, how's it going, guys? So as you know, I've been watching Star Wars Rebels. You guys recommended that I watch Star Wars Rebels after seeing my Ahsoka trailer reaction. So right now, I'm actually in the middle of an episode. I'm at the part where Darth Maul has lured Ezra to Tatooine with the holocrons, right? So I'm actually in a bit of a Star Wars resurgence right now. I'm watching Star Wars Rebels. I've been watching a bunch of like behind the scenes, like the making of episode 1, actually of all the prequels. Lately I've been watching a lot of clips about Jake Lloyd. Honestly, I think he was casted very well. Looking at the audition tapes, he was the only one that showed that inquisitiveness that Anakin Skywalker. He was like infatuated. He was focused on fixing whatever he was fixing while he was talking to Padme. He was the only one that showed that. I feel like a lot of people don't give enough credit to Jake Lloyd. They bullied that kid, man. And so I've been watching behind the scenes. I've been watching clips of Fanboys. Man, if you guys have not watched Fanboys is like an ode, a love letter to Star Wars fans. That movie is hilarious. It's about a group of friends who trek across the United States to break into Skywalker Ranch to steal a print of the episode 1, The Phantom Menace, and watch it before it comes out. That movie is awesome. If you guys haven't seen it, definitely go watch it. But anyways, I'm here to talk about Rebels and whatnot. So I've been liking it. I'm liking Rebels. Honestly, that episode where Chopper makes friends with that inventory droid, that was one of my favorite episodes. But what I want to get to is Rebels isn't canon to me. I've said this multiple times. Episodes 1 through 6 are canon. That's George Lucas Star Wars. His name is printed right on there. That's canon in my mind. Even though Clone Wars had some of the best Star Wars moments in my opinion, like season 3, episode 15, 16, and 17 with Anakin and the Chosen One with the father and son, like that, all that stuff. That stuff was insane. That leaned more into the fantasy side of the sci-fi fantasy that is Star Wars. And I like fantasy, and that stuff was really cool. We got more in depth with the Force, what it is, and like, I really liked it, and that's actually why I'm curious about the first Jedi movie. It's Disney Star Wars. My hopes aren't too high, but the premise of it is cool. Like the first Jedi reaching enlightenment type of stuff. I feel like that could be cool, but again, anyways, I'm going off on a weird tangent. So basically what I'm trying to say is, even though Clone Wars had some of the best Star Wars moments, it's not canon in my mind, right? I don't consider it canon. Like The Force Unleashed. The stuff you could do in that game is insane. Not canon. Bringing down a Star Destroyer? Dude, that's insane. But it doesn't fit in with the confines that George created. So there's things like that in Rebels that it doesn't fit in with the confines that George created. I mean, it doesn't hurt me. It doesn't hurt me because to me, episodes 1 through 6 is canon, and I can still appreciate Rebels. I can still appreciate Clone Wars. I can still love them. I can still enjoy them to the max. They just don't fall into canon for me, right? So same thing like Star Wars Legends, Expanded Universe. That's not canon in my mind. Yeah, there's some crazy stuff that happened in that, right? I'm actually playing Jedi Outcast. So another Star Wars thing. So yeah, I'm in a bit of a Star Wars resurgence. But yeah, so getting back to the point, Legends. There's some crazy stuff that happens in Legends, right? That people really love. But it's not canon in my mind. Canon is episodes 1 through 6. Everything outside of that, I can appreciate to the max, but it's not canon to me. What am I trying to say? This video started off being my plan was it to be a Rebels update, but it's going off into something completely different. So, but you can see the difference, right? With Disney Star Wars. Disney Star Wars is not canon, but and then like the Jedi Outcast, the Jedi Knight series, Star Wars Legends, Rebels, Clone Wars, that's not canon in my mind either, right? But you can see the difference. There's good Star Wars, there's bad Star Wars, right? Just because it's not canon doesn't mean it's bad, right? I'm not knocking it down a pedestal or something just because it's not canon, right? There's nothing like that, right? It's good, it's quality, it's awesome. It just doesn't fit into canon in my mind. But anyways, I do want to talk about the Darksaber. We had some episodes about the Darksaber in Rebels, And but I feel like I can make a whole other video about that, with tying it into the Mandalorian and whatnot, because there's a good amount of talk about that. So I'll make a separate video about the Darksaber, what's happening in Rebels, and you can see how it. I sort of talked a little bit about it in my season 3 finale of the Mandalorian, how some of that didn't make any type of sense. A nice simple example: the holocrons. There's nothing bad about the holocrons, but that's not George Lucas Star Wars. George didn't come up with the holocrons. Someone else came up with the holocrons. I think it started off in the comics, right? Somebody else came up with the holocrons. Not George. Or was it a board game? I saw a video that someone saying that there was like an RPG board game, like a tabletop game, and the holocrons came from that. I don't know. But George didn't come up with the holocrons. So it's like that. I mean, it's not bad, but it just doesn't fall into canon, okay? Also, does anybody find it funny how Ezra and the rest of the gang, they kill stormtroopers like it's nothing, like it's easy? Like, they're the Empire, right? I mean, that's what we're supposed to do. But when it was in the episode where Ahsoka faces off with Darth Vader. Dude, I wish we saw the aftermath of that, right? Ahsoka tells Ezra to go, and she turns and faces Anakin. I want to see what happens in that moment, man. Hopefully they come back. Hopefully that comes back, and we get to see what happens, because that's interesting to me. I want to see what's going on there. But I like that. I like that Ahsoka stayed. Because that's her master, dude. But what was I about to say? So there was a moment in that episode where Ezra had the opportunity to kill an Inquisitor, but he didn't. He didn't take it because he couldn't kill this person. But they're killing stormtroopers left and right. So it literally comes down to, hey, your face is covered. So that makes it a whole lot easier for me to chomp your head off, because I'm not feeling guilty about it, because I don't even know who you are. Anyways, this video was all over the place. Hope you guys enjoyed it for what it was. That's it for this video. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. What do you guys think about Rebels, about Clone Wars, about the Star Wars video games, about Legends? What is your Star Wars canon? Let me know down in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.